Welcome back, everyone. I know it's been a little while since I put up a video, and I found out something that's very shocking, and I hope today to prove it to you. So, basically, here we are on this old machine. Remember this machine from before. This is that old 1 gigahertz CPU with 1 gigabytes of RAM. I'm gonna shrink these down for now. And I want one thing I've been struggling with, and yes, that is the best way to say it. I've been struggling trying to reduce the memory the memory consumption reported by Windows 10. This is saying now we have 597 megabytes consumed, and here you can see there is nothing happening, no programs running, nothing. And not so long ago we were watching a video on YouTube, if you remember this video, and while we were watching this video, remember we captured so much memory was being used during this video, up to almost the total amount, 92% was being consumed. And so I was very unhappy with that result. It is just one video. Why would Microsoft consume so much memory? Remember, we're using Microsoft Edge, and we were watching a single video, and that's it. Now, so my challenge was there. We must find out how can we reduce this memory consumption to a realistic level, because it's crazy. So that's when I did a lot of changes to the system, okay? And I'm going to go through a few of these little changes. And I'm not saying that these changes were that effective, because they weren't. I think totally my changes may have given me 50 megabytes back in memory. But let's look at what I did before we say they weren't so useful. So basically, remember, one thing we did about 2 videos ago, maybe 1 video ago, is we went into Windows settings and we turned off DEP. Okay? Data Execution Prevention. And so what I found was it wasn't turned off completely. Actually, Windows is still running Data Execution Prevention in another format, and I found this out looking at the Defender settings, and you go to the application, this app and browser control section of Defender, and here, exploit protection settings. Inside of here there are many settings including DEP, and this was still on. So I went through and I turned all of these off. Okay, and you will have to do this as administrator. So I've done it here, but if you try to change these, you'll have to enter administrator passwords, etc. But I've set them all to off now, so we genuinely are not using that. Now, it could be argued this may be dangerous. I don't have any issues, but if you're traveling and using other people's Wi-Fi, or you're using your neighbor's Wi-Fi, you may not have the firewall protections that I have here. So you may want to remember to turn those things back on. So be it. But my objective obviously is to get this memory value down to a realistic level. So that helped. That gave me about 50 megabytes back. Not much. You know, we're talking, we're at 600 megabytes doing nothing. Doesn't make any sense. So I searched the web and looked at many different suggestions, but we've already done them. We remember in this optimization process, we have turned off so many things. We have really taken this machine, this legacy machine, to as lean an OS as we can go without doing major surgery. Now, the key thing here is there are others online that have come up with much more invasive changes that are irreversible, and my intention is to give you all the ability to reverse the things you want to when you need to. Like for the Windows updates, you want to get the updates again, you need to undo things to start the updates again. So here is a solution. Okay, in your remember not that long ago we talked about this program. This is Cashman at outertech.com, and we actually were talking about the classic version. I think that's the website. I hope it's the website. Oops, sorry. Let's go back here. So at the downloads, we were looking at Cashman, and let's see. There's an old Cashman XP, but Cashman Classic. This is the one. So remember, we downloaded Cashman Classic, and there is a utility in Cashman Classic that allows you to free up your memory. Okay, and this was because Windows 95, Windows ME Millennial Edition, it had some problems with freeing up memory that was occupied by the cache system. The hard drive cache system could not release the memory, so you could use Cashman utility to free the memory. And here, yes, I have a quick shortcut. I'm going to show you how to make this. So if you go to your Cashman installation folder on your C drive, inside program files, there's Cashman, and here you have a cachim.exe application. So what does that do? Well, if you check the README file, the README file will tell you Cachim is all about recovering memory. And actually, I'm sorry. So if you run Cashman, the help for Cashman, you can get the instructions on how to use this powerful tool to free up memory. And the way you go here is to the command line version, and here CacheM includes a command line memory recovery utility called CacheM.exe, and this is the usage. So it's CacheM and then the amount in megabytes. So how do we make a shortcut tool to do this quickly for us automatically? Well, here we have one I've made. It's just a batch file. So you basically, we're going to create one of these. First thing you do is just say new text file. In this case, I'm just going to call it freemem2.text. And then we want to edit this. And here we're going to put in a command to run that CacheM application. So to do that, we need the path, the full path of the application. So we had it up just a second ago. So let's go get it one more time. C drive, program files, CacheM, and here it is. So this is the path. I'm going to copy this and let's paste it. And I need the name of the file, so let's click it twice. So this is the name. Copy that. I don't want to change the name. So here I'll just provide a slash and then paste it. Oops, too many times. So this is the path, but the path has a space in it, which might cause a problem. So we need to put quotations on both sides, like this. And then let's put a space and then enter the amount of memory we want to recover. So a realistic amount. Now understand that this is a 1 gigabyte machine, so I'm only going to ask for half. 512. Okay, we're happy with it. Say save. Now I've already done this. I'm going to show you the original here. I just hit edit. So it's the same thing, so you know exactly what I showed you is what we've created. So here, this, I've saved it, and then all you have to do to make it a batch file is change this extension, the name. So you change that to BAT. Yes. Now, on your system, if you don't see that extension, you may need to turn on file extension viewing. And you do that by going over here to Katana and say, type in file extension, show or hide, and here you can come in and you can turn off this switch. This switch says hide extensions for known types. You may have to turn that off so you can see the extension. Okay, so now I've created it. I'm just going to delete this one because we already have one. Let me clean out my recycle bin. Yes, I'm crazy about that. So here I have 756 megabytes. Now I'm going to use this and try to recover those 512 megabytes. And just double click it. And you see what happens. For a short time, the memory of the system is maximum. But then, as soon as it's finished, the memory is reduced. So there you have it. We have freed up 66% of the memory of this machine, or we're consuming only 34% right now. Isn't that amazing? This is a program written for Windows 95 and Windows ME. Microsoft is using the exact same technology today in 2018 with Windows 10. Remember, this is Windows 10. This is just, it's just shocking. It's just shocking that we have the exact same memory technology today on this 32-bit version of Windows 10 that was deployed in 1999, 98, 97. Windows 95 we're talking about. 1995, was it? So I just think this is unbelievable that this still works today, this Cashman Classic. Okay, in the next video I'm going to go through playing that same video we watched before, and we will see how much memory we consume. So thanks so much for watching. You'll find this system will keep this low amount of consumption for a very long time. It's amazing. This still works. So again, please subscribe if you enjoy these videos and you want to be updated. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next time.